Hey, what's going on guys, it's Mcleod here and welcome back to the first in the series of Grover's life stories. Now in today's video I'm going to be explaining to you how I cracked my head open in year 8. It was year 8 and I don't know what gameplay will be in the background. It'll probably be some, I don't know, it's either Call of Duty or Minecraft, like survival games or something, yeah, today I'm going to be talking about how I cracked my head open in middle school and let's get started. So if you don't know what middle school is, it's pretty much it's year 5 to year 8 and then you go up to high school, and it's different to America. I'm not too sure what it is in America, but you can look that up, like convert it and everything. And yeah, so pretty much I was 12, I'm now 14, so it was about 2 or 3 years ago, and this happened in baseball, not baseball club, breakfast club, and pretty much we're playing baseball in this room, like in the massive hall. There's a massive hall, we're playing baseball with softballs, bear in mind, but this bat was a full-on metal bat, right? Okay, so basically, I was standing behind this guy. He was about to bat. This guy was batting. This kid was batting. Well, he's about 12, same age as me. But I was standing behind him. This kid, right? Basically, the guy threw the ball. This other guy smacked this ball. This was his hardest fucking shot. This guy is really good at like rounders and shit. He swung that bat. It came back around and smacked me full on in the head. And all I remember is I dropped to the floor and blood was splurting out of my head, right? Okay, but blood was going everywhere. If you don't like these gruesome details, then you pretty much shouldn't watch this video, but blood was going everywhere. It was going all over the hall floor, like all the wooden floor now is still stained. I went there a few months ago, because now I'm in high school, like we take trips back, and there was blood absolutely everywhere, and there's still stains on the fucking hall, and it's like wood and everything, and pretty much I got like rushed to the office. I went to the toilet first to see how my scars were, but these scars were massive. It was like a massive dent in my head, and pretty much my head was cracked open. I don't know how I didn't get knocked out, but I wasn't knocked out. My head was cracked, but I didn't get knocked out. And that shit is crazy, because I'm pretty sure if your head cracks, you get knocked out as well. But I'm not too sure about that. I went to the office, they got my mum in, I went to the hospital, and pretty much it took us half an hour to get there, and I was holding this massive bandage over my head, and I was just sitting there like, oh my god. But basically, they took me into the room like half an hour later. I was sitting in the waiting room for half an hour with a cracked fucking head and blood going everywhere, right? So half an hour later, I go into the room, and we were complaining about this shit because it's gone like half an hour and stuff. So we're in the room, and then they pull out this fucking super glue shit, and I'm like, what are you doing? So they're like, basically, we're gonna glue your head up, and they were like, you're gonna glue it up, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna glue it up, not stitch it up. I was like, okay. So basically, they pulled this massive like tub of glue out, and they put it on this swab, and they started gluing my head together, right? Okay. So by this time, I had the biggest headache I have ever had in my life. So these guys, they just came in with these swabs and like glued my head up, and like it really hurt. So I had to have another bandage over that for like a whole day. So I went a day with this bandage on my head. I went the next day. I went for a whole week with this bandage over my fucking head. Genuinely, I looked like Rambo. And yeah, so basically, I went home. It was all done, all stitched up. A couple of days later, like not fully, like a week or 2 weeks later, it kind of closed up a bit, and now I only have a massive scar here. I might show it in the video or something, but I have a scar on my head now, and yeah, that is the first episode of Life Stories. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.